Good morning, Smash USMLE doctors. Hey, listen, it's Dr. Addition again. I am back in the building. Today, I want to talk to you guys about mastery. All right, listen. When it comes down to mastering content, let me give you a story, okay? Thomas Edison spent 10,000 hours before he invented the light bulb, which means he failed 9,999 times before he figured out how to keep the light bulb going. That's number one. Number two, do not confuse activity for accomplishment. Let me explain what that means. There's an experiment where they took a bunch of caterpillars and put them around a circle. They built a little small wall and put their foot right in the middle, and they made the caterpillars walk around. And with their food right in the dead center, all they had to do is cross over the wall, right, to get to the food. These caterpillars were moving around in circles for 7 days until they died of exhaustion because they were confusing activity for accomplishment. Don't confuse movement for progress. If you're studying for the board exam, and yes, you're spending 8 hours, but those 8 hours are not actually productive, what do I mean by that? Let's say you went through renal, which is coming up, by the way, and you told me you just completed the renal section and you cannot draw out the nephrons and every single ion channel inside the nephron. You can't actually tell me what hormones work on them, what drugs work on this channel, and explain every pathology that's associated with the proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, the collecting ducts, and the loop of Henle. You're wasting your time. So you're telling me you haven't mastered it. But then you come around and complain and say, hey, listen, I'm still getting low scores. Yeah, because you haven't worked on your weaknesses. When I tell you guys to work on your weaknesses, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about mastery. The reason why you come to the master class is for me to simplify the work for y'all. But if you're not putting in the work, or even if you put in the work and the work is not productive, you haven't mastered it. All right? I can't put the information easier than this, guys. But I'm challenging you this morning. I want you to look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, hey, listen, have I mastered this? Or I'm just lying to myself? Because one of the most difficult things you're going to have to face is reality. And the reality is, if your scores are still getting low, it's because you haven't mastered. I'm not talking about learning. I'm not talking just memorizing. I'm talking about mastery, y'all. Okay? That is the name of the game. That is the pathway to 260. Okay? And if you don't master content, you're just guessing. All right? So I need you to do yourself a favor this morning. Look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, have I really mastered this content? Because you know what's going to happen, guys? When you master stuff, it's going to come like this, okay? It's going to like bread and butter. You're going to be spitting it out like it's no man's business, all right? But that's why I'm here for you guys, okay? If you know the physiology, you know the pathophysiology, you know the pathology, you know the microbiology, you know the pharmacology, you are on a roll because I'm telling you guys, 2 or 3 days before your USMLE exam, you're going to feel like a god. Your brain should be exploding with so much information. Let me tell you something. When I took my USMLE, I thought I was the smartest man on the planet. You know why? I knew so much stuff, so much proteins, from the molecular level all to the way to the gross pathology, and I'm like, boy, man, I know my stuff, all right? If you don't feel that way, then you're not ready to take the test. You're not ready to take the test. So what I'm challenging you guys this morning is face the reality that you don't know stuff. It's okay, because that's the only way you're going to get better, all right? It took me 10,000 hours to be able to teach you guys what I'm teaching you. And I need you all to be on this level. But it takes time. Be patient. I know we're in the age of Twitter, Instagram, like 140 characters, and Facebook and all these little clips here and there. But that's not how medicine is, guys. This is not Chick-fil-A where you got to drive through the fast food and quickly grab a bite. No, it takes time. It takes the process. And if you're willing to put in the work, then I can guarantee you're going to do so well on this test. And remember, I'm not training you guys to become test takers. I'm training you guys to become real doctors, y'all, right? Remember that. You are not learning this because you want to pass the USMLE or crush it. Because, yeah, it's nice, it's cute, but the ultimate goal is to become a real physician who can use that knowledge to impact your patients, all right? That's your challenge this morning. I want you to take me up on that challenge. Be open to your weakness. Stop lying to yourself. Take your time, master content. If you cannot draw the entire nephron in front of me without looking at a book, putting in every channel in every section, telling me every pathologist associated with it, you don't know it. Period. All right? And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong because that's the starting point. The end goal is if you tell me you're a finished pharm, or if you tell me you're a finished neuro, and you still can't tell me everything in neuro, then I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you guys. All right? But I believe you can do it. You don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your hopes. Keep working at it. That is repetition is the mother of learning, is the father of action, and is the mother of all accomplishment. Okay? And that's how you're gonna get better. Repeat, repeat, repeat until you get it tattooed in your brain. And let's go ahead, crush this bad boy, because you guys are better than the USMLE. I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome Sunday. You guys are awesome. You rock. I'll see y'all in the next class. Rena's gonna be super awesome. We're gonna go through physiology, pathology. It's gonna be super awesome. Register now. Don't miss out. I'll see y'all in class. Bye-bye.